we got that done. But before we even get to this, I'm going to do the first start on this today. And I figured I'd just talk about something first about all these bicycles. I got the blue one over there, the red one over there. We got all kinds of stuff hanging around here. So, made all kinds of bikes. I think my favorite was the MS460. We built it good, lasted a long time. If you didn't hammer it, my 4-stroke over here, I've had that since the beginning of time. The only thing I do is change the oil in it. I've had some bearing failures and wheels, but after riding it forever, and I hear all these people say, "What's the top speed?" I don't honestly care what it is, and I'll explain why. When you build something like that, which is 139 cc, okay? It's got a CVT on it. Exhaust pipe is 4 inches longer than I wanted it to be for the header, and I had to make it 2 inches shorter for the stinger because of it. But tomorrow we're going to put some gas in this. Right now I'm doing this at night. It's like 12 o'clock in the morning. I actually welded this entire thing tonight, and I'll get to that in a minute. I haven't been able to do any of this stuff for a while now. The reason is I have seizures. I have a device in me that actually failed and gave me 3rd-degree burns from the inside out. And right now it's turned off, so I'm kind of free rolling. I got enough drugs to kill 6 people to keep seizures stable. So I go on a ride the other day for Jared's thing. It's fun as hell, actually. And my wife saw it, and I thought, oh man, she's gonna kill me. And she said, was it fun? And I said, yes, it was. And she said, well, then go for it. I said, I really want to weld the exhaust out there. I'm gonna have seizures like crazy. I said, do you mind? I don't give a crap. I said, I'm gonna do it, have a couple seizures, fall on my face, get burned, whatever. I'm out here in 90-degree heat, wearing a Carhartt over there. I don't even know if you can see it. I got a shade 16 with 2 blue light filters for the UV light on it. And I don't know if you ever welded something, but I might as well close my eyes and welded that. And it came out perfect. I mean, a little hiccup here and there. I honestly didn't have any problem. I probably could have welded that blind, which I pretty much did. So, tack welded it, and pretty much just welded it all the way around and hoped I hit the right spot. And I did. But that's the end of the, let's see if we can get it, the story on all that. I mean, I pretty much welded that blind. And I had about 120 seizures roughly doing it. So it gives you an idea how rough it's been. I've got tubes in ungodly places. And just medication that's crazy. So yeah, going on that first ride the other day was fun. Everything's pretty stable. I actually have to wait till September to go into a surgery and then have this removed and put back in, and then life goes on, and I don't have to worry about seizures anymore. So that's where we're at. I'm probably going to be doing a bunch of rebuilds of some engines people wanted to see like certain parts of, so we're going to do some of that stuff, and I'll build them, and I'm probably going to do a giveaways on them, because I have no point to them. But the reality of this is that over here is the engine that's on it and the engine that's over here on this. Now, that 4-stroke originally was designed for 6,000 RPM. I put some billet flywheels and changed out the bearings and stuff like that in it. Yeah, it goes like 7,500 roughly. Yeah. And I got this one here. It's 139 cc. The four stroke's 110. By the way, you can't switch the heads out of a 79 cc to 110. So, anyways, that's what I did. I put all the bigger springs, all that fun stuff. So, I got this 139 cc two-stroke now. It's on a CVT. And what I want to explain is this. It's on a bicycle, okay? I plan on taking this, cruising up and down the beach here. Max speed limit's 35. I'm probably going to do 35 miles an hour max on this thing. Because I want it to live. When you buy these kits, okay, the kits are designed for 6,500 RPM max. The bearings and stuff, the bearing journals, the cranks are balanced 65%, which is enough to run. They're 65, 70% on the better ones, roughly. If you balance a crank, you can get it 80%. Yeah, sure, that's great. But, 99% of the stuff that you see is bullshit. It's bullshit items. It's basically penis extensions. There's nothing great to them. I mean, they're two-stroke engines, basic ones. The chamber pipe helps blow some air fuel mix back into it. Other than that, you're not doing anything special. Porting these things and all that stuff. I mean, you port one of these little kits and you get it like near perfect. You only gain like 3%. So wow, you went a half a mile an hour faster for 50 hours of work with a Dremel. I mean, I don't know. A lot of it's smoke and mirrors. If it gives you if you're satisfied with the build and you want to do it for your own personal self, then it's worth it. But if you're doing it to think you're going to make something that's going to go 55 miles an hour on a bicycle, then you'll find out what road rash feels like really quick when your front end, axle snaps or something. So, I'm just saying, you see these people on like minarellis and stuff where they're getting like 11,000 RPM. It's not because the engine's doing it, it's just the clutch is blowing out. And the engine's just re-rolling at that point. It's slipping. So, and a lot of people think I hate like LA Hover and all that. And I mean, he's a cheese ball. he sells stuff and he does a very good job at it. And he shows you guys products and stuff. And I mean, you pick and choose what you want. If you think it's something good, then go buy it. He tries stuff. So I mean, that's what he is. He's a salesman. He tries a product, he sells it to you if you like it or not, and he shows you how it works. So, I mean, he's making money hand over fist off you guys watching his stuff and buying stuff. So, I mean, I give him props for that. I mean, isn't that the American dream, right? So, I don't have any hard feelings towards him. But yeah, he blocks me, all that stuff, because he's pissed, because I mean, I call a lot of this stuff bullshit because people ask me about it, and I'll physically show you it's bullshit. So, I don't know. I wouldn't go anything bigger than a Phantom or like an MS460. I mean, the MS660 I had, I put it on a bike. I broke so much crap on that bike. I broke the rear axle. I ripped spokes out of the rear wheel. I broke keys just starting it. I had to double key everything. I stripped out one of the pinions. I mean, the list goes on and on. I cracked an axle. I ripped apart a lot of different things kept breaking. We did the Power Stroke build. I mean, it about ripped the spokes right out of the rim, literally. Like when it first started and kept going, it was literally pulling the spokes out of the rim, and they were 12 gauge spokes. So I'm just saying, there's limitations to this stuff. It's a bicycle. So that right there is one of the coolest freaking bicycles you're ever gonna see. It's just badass. And it's front pointing. I get a lot of people going, oh, it's ram air and all that. Two strokes don't ram air into them. The piston sucks in so much air, blows it up into the top. Doesn't matter which way they face. It's not like a four stroke where you can, turbocharge one and stuff. So, and even those are so small you can't do it. It's gotta be like 440cc, unless you find a really tiny turbo. But, maybe down the road we'll build one or something just to see if it'll really work. EFI it and stuff. I do have an EFI unit from go-karts and stuff, so, we could do it just for fun. But I got a lot of projects I'm going to rip apart and rebuild a few things that people requested, and we're going to go from there. I am asking Jared, see that seat right there? That one on my bike, that is an American-made bike seat, and I want it reupholstered. So, if you're up to it, let me know. I've asked them a couple times. I kind of want it to look like old school, bike kind of deal, but, let them use their discretion. Let them go for it any way he wants. But, yeah, we're going to do a first start of this right now. I just had this quick 12-minute thing here just to basically tell you 99% of everything you're going to buy for these is bullshit. Put a chamber pipe on it, clean out the ports, leave it stuck, hook it to a bicycle, not a piece of shit Walmart one. Get something semi-decent you're not going to get killed on, and enjoy it. Go 25, 35 miles an hour, take it out for a nice cruise, like I'm going to do with this one. Go up and down the beach, ride around, get a bunch of people, go, hey, what the hell is that? And have a good time. But if you want to ask me the top speed of this, you'll probably never know. Because I'm probably never going to tell you, and I'm never going to try it. Because you don't need to get killed on it, and I want it to last. And it's designed for roughly 6,000 to 7,000 RPM. And I'm not going to go past it because I want to enjoy it and ride it. So we're going to start it up. We're going to see what it sounds like, try and get the carb all done. Maybe take it for a very short ride up and down the road. And that's going to be about it for now till I get my seizure stuff under control. But, yeah, definitely. Here we go. Alright guys, so this is the first time this will ever be started officially. I'm not entirely sure how we're going to even turn this off because I don't have a kill switch yet. I guess we're going to just hand choke it. Probably watch fuel piss out everywhere. So, oh, I could kill the fuel. I don't know yet. We'll figure it out. Anyways, I got the exhaust on it. No kill switch. We could choke it, hopefully. I don't know where anything's set at. I haven't done anything to this. I've never started this yet. That's officially the fuel going in. I put maybe about a quart in. And, oh yeah, that's the other thing. I used a greasy freaking rag to clean my front brake. So it's gonna squeak like hell. Alright, choke on. First pull, here we go. Not bad. Oh, it wants to take off.
Car's gotta be adjusted. Oh shit, did I get the choke on still? I got the choke on. Ah, I flooded it. Damn. Well, doesn't always go as planned. Come on. I flooded the piss out of it. I had to choke on. Come on. Shit. And the choke's still on. Oh, let's do this. Whoopsies. We may be doing the walk of shame home here, folks. I flooded the hell out of it. There's enough gas in this, right? It sounds like there's gas in it. I only put a little. Doesn't look like I have enough gas in it. Let's see if that worked. I might not have enough gas in this. The way pedaling this is like... Alright, so we had a runner. Kind of made an error. And I'm noticing it right now. I did not put enough fuel in this. This thing's just flat. It's not enough. There's fuel in it, not enough to make pressure to go up back to the carb. So what we're gonna do is just fill this sucker out. We gotta stop it somewhere about there. Oh yeah, see now we got fuel going up into the carb. I just saw the air bubbles. Oh! Alright, so second thing I just learned, for whatever reason this engine does not pop the choke. So it pretty much just blew all my fuel out. I had about a half a gallon in there. And it just blew it out the exhaust pipe. So I'm going to have to manually unchoke it. Which I'm not sure if that's the carb malfunctioning, or the engine just did not allow it to happen. So we'll learn. But on a good note, we got a first start. I still got air bubbles coming up through here, so let's see if it'll start now. Sounds mean. Yeah, okay, we still got air. Alright, here we go. Let's try this again. See if we can get a little better view here. I'm doing like 30. CVT is working awesome. Freewheel on the backside? Boy, is that a game changer. I might do that to my 4-stroke now. You let off in the freewheel and it's just amazing. The CVT has no drag on it. So we're going to go easy on this because I'm not first time steel sleeve. Wow, this is amazing though. This is definitely badass as hell. Wow, you can just feel the torque on this thing. Definitely fun. Right now we're freewheeling. Watch this. Literally the freewheel is kicking, the CVT's just spinning. Wow, these brakes are awesome. Let's try an uphill start. My driveway is like 15 degrees. Nice. Well, killing it. Damn, got too hot. Yeah, it's gotta get adjusted. Well, here we go, guys. The old gasoline, choke it out till she dies. Alright, well, we're gonna call that a success. I'm gonna clean that up though. Yeah, I don't have a kill switch on this yet, but I figured we needed to do a first ride on this. Since, you know, my whole garage is a wreck. I haven't been out here in months. Dragging my garbage can. Last night was a cluster of crap. I'm running my freaking kickstand doesn't work. So anyways, make a long story short, she runs. So I got no complaints there. Gas is off. That is one hot exhaust. Clean all the crap off it. So we definitely got a runner. And she ran pretty good. It's gonna need some heat cycles. But yeah, she's good. Definitely runs. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed that. And soon when I'm feeling a little better, we'll get some heat cycles in it. And we'll take this for a bunch of rides and a cruise down the beach. I'm sure this will get a few head turns. But the brakes on this are awesome. They're all hydraulic brakes. Super freaking nice. They're four pistons. There's two on each side that push on the brake pads. So I did go with the nibby carb. I went with the straight, you know, flow look kind of deal like a Harley. It's just nice header on it. And then all copper tubing straight down into the block. I probably only went like an eighth of a throttle on that. I got to put a yellow spring on this yet because I believe that CVT is only engaging maybe probably half of what it's capable of. I think there's just a cheap set of tires on it at the moment. Get it going. We do have the 12 gauge spoke deal. Cheapo tires that I converted to bearings. That's a 1.5 inch pipe right there going to that exhaust. I don't know if we can even see it. So it's 1.5. Gives you an idea. The stinger on that is 1.25. And to that pipe there, which was for a 125cc jog. So I matched it all up and then welded it last night, which was a little interesting. I pretty much did that blind. But, I mean, you take a look at it. It came out pretty sweet. Did some passes and not bad for someone that can't see. I had to do it in pure darkness with, like, the darkest helmet I've ever worn in my life. We do need an on-off switch. Other than that, we had no problems than me running out of gas because I didn't put enough damn gas in it. And the choke does not go off on its own, so I have to push the choke manually, and it was probably just blowing all the gas right out the exhaust. I didn't even know it. But all in all, she's definitely a runner. Alright, peace out. Just high temp painting the new motorized bicycle pipe. If you guys can't make something like that, then you know your motorized bicycle hobby just got really expensive really fast.